Welcome to the Coom and Currie Sports Cards podcast, where collecting meets the game. Your hosts, the Tag Team Champions. Before we get into today's episodes, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Kiwi Card Collective.
Yes, troops, back in the game. Episode 55. Tag Team Champs are here, and we're
back.
We are back. That's exactly what we are. In the green room, clean. We're talking about. I've had a hell of a week. I've had a hell of a week at work, and it's been difficult. But here we are, going into the weekend. Off to the Isle of Wight. I will be on the search for
that dog's back
for the early doors. I will be on the lookout for trading cards of some sort, sporting memorabilia from the Isle of Wight. So keep your eyes peeled. I might, might have to. Who knows? Might have to. If it's looking slim pickings, it could be a Topps Premier League single pack. Taking it back, rolling it back.
Watch out! He's about. Oh, watch out! He's about.
Currie's about.
It's been spotted. That's one of the tag team champs in Isle of Wight.
Paparazzi all over me. No, I was thinking about match attacks today actually, and
You're not going back, are you, Chief?
No, my thoughts on match attacks were, for me, they are similar to like a gateway drug. So you cannabis, weeds, yeah. And now I'm in it deep into the addiction deep.
I love that.
Yeah, it's just how my mind works some days, Could be tiredness, could be, more than likely. But look, here we are, Coom. How are you, mate? How's things?
Well, I'm the same as you, Chief. We were talking in the green, weren't we? The tag team champions are tired. We are tired. Now, I know like most people, you've got a full-time job, so you've got every right to be tired. I get one or two extra things thrown at me, and I'm like, oh, I can't cope. I'm stressed. But I've had a fairly busy week. I was very active in training last night.
That's good.
Women's team, we did a session for the goalkeeper, but I sort of jumped in as well. Otherwise it become too intense. God, blimey. Tell you what, I'm not built to fall to the floor, boy. I was doing low diving saves yesterday. It's been a long time. Once I got caught like sort of on top of the ball, the pain. I'm 1 year away from being 40 and falling to bits. I could barely walk this morning. But yeah, no, I'm good. I've got I'm reffing 2 games this weekend.
Very nice.
Quite a big clash up in going back to Hawke's Bay. I'm taking the girls with me as well. So This will be the first weekend away where I've actually taken them, like where we've kind of gone away and we're staying at a campsite. Quite good. Should be a good weekend. I don't think I'll get any time for hard hunt though.
See if you can slip into a Kmart, every cloud,
That's a great show.
2 weekends an opportunity. Coom, yeah. On the contrary, 5-a-side, Monday night, Fiddler's Elbow. What was the score?
14-3. That's what happens when they do not put MC in goal.
This is facts.
Moral of the story, that.
This isn't this now. For the listeners at home, do not take this as arrogance. I scored at least 2 hat-tricks. I don't know if I scored more, 7 or 8, don't know. But I was on fire. I was not in goal. I was on pitch. I was playing a bit like I guess I was playing a Jude Bellingham role, if you will, Centre of the
hopefully
park.
not against Argentina.
Well, what a segue. England have been knocked out at the semi-final mark in the World Cup 2026. Atlanta. Quite a lot to unpack in this match, actually.
There's a lot.
Let's start at the beginning. Now, I always come to you because I respect you, not only as a man, but as a ref and as a coach. That was nice, wasn't it? Great start to the morning for you, that.
Yeah. It sounds like it's only downhill from there, though. Start high.
I
usually respect you, but today I'm going to start because...
Today,
go on.
Currie's inquest into this match. The match started really fiery, didn't it? And we knew it was going to start like that. Old foes, sort of very built up that game, wasn't it, last night, in terms of the old rivalries, the old matches, this, that, and everything else. How do you feel that the ref managed the early stages of the match? Because I was in the Fiddler's Elbow pub, the clubhouse, if you will, with a friend of the pod, Dom Lott. How's your luck? El Vino did flow, but there was a lot of unrest in that first half from the England fans in regards to maybe the ref putting a marker on the game, setting the tone. In a lot of fans' views, he didn't. There was a couple of challenges. Enzo Fernandez elbow to the Elliot Anderson, the back of his head. There was a couple of others as well, but from a reffing point of view, what did you think he managed that well, or did you think he should have maybe laid down a yellow card and sort of set the marker for the match?
I didn't watch the first half.
I'm sorry. All of that, and then he's not even watched the first half. I don't know why bother. Unbelievable.
You got into you sounded so professional. I didn't want to stop you. All I kept thinking that time is, I didn't watch it. My alarm went off at 7 o'clock, right, which is kick-off time here, and I just thought, not for me. But I'll watch the business end. I like the business end, boy. I heard it was a bit fiery. Now, what I can do for you, MC, is I can tell you from a second half point of view, I thought the referee was fantastic. I thought he was great.
Talking about the second half, we were getting onto that bit. We were getting there.
What I will say, though, to you, you've given me a very good, through your professionalism there, you've given me a very good idea of what the situation was. And what I will tell you is the game I did on Saturday, now, it wasn't of the same level as England-Argentina, as you can well imagine, but for the people involved and for the play, it's a big clap. And it was one of them fixtures highlighted as potential to go off. Early on, 5th minute of the game, there was what I believe to be a stopping a promising attack, and I issued a yellow card minute of the game. Now, I wasn't influenced by the minute of the game. I thought, that's a stopping a promising attack. I'm going to nip this in the bud. The assessor said to me that was the lowest amount of fouls given in a game, and I said to him, set your stall out early. Yeah, people knew, you mess with me, you're going to get a yellow. And I believe I controlled the game. So based on what you're saying, it does sound to me, all jokes aside, that it probably did need an early marker. People know what the crack is and calm it down a little bit. But from what I watched in the second half, that said, it didn't seem that, it's a bit fiery, but it didn't seem out of control or anything like that.
No, I think I strongly urge you, Coom, to watch the highlights. That'd be nice. Then we could actually discuss it in further depth. That'd be
agreed.
That'd be wonderful.
Research.
There was 2 moments in the first half where it sort of spilled over, and there was a little bit of a fracas, if you will, between both nations. And yeah, from my point of view, my opinion is that in that size of a match, I think he should have produced a yellow card for one of them fouls, just to be like that. You can't continue to do that. He didn't. I don't know. It was a bit disappointing that it was always going to be fiery, but I don't mind a fair challenge, but as South American teams do tend to be a little bit more, do the dirty tricks, the dark arts, if you will.
They're good at that, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So, they caught a couple of bad challenges that could have easily been booked, didn't, and then it just continued on. And I actually put a bet on, put a massive 9 ACCA, and all 6 or 7 of them were just fouls, and they all came in. And the ones that didn't come in were the Harry Kane and Lionel Messi, one shot on target. Neither of them got a shot on target.
Oh, you're joking?
No, but
what assist from Messi though for the winner?
Ooh. Oh, let's move on to the second half. I mean, England played really well in the first half. Thought they were sort of playing in the right. The team was in the right part of the pitch all the time, if that makes sense. Like, they moved together, didn't really, was on the front foot, didn't really give them much time on the ball. So it was a really strong first half. And then also, I just think our midfield was just winning. We're getting fouled every time they were on the ball pretty much. Second half, obviously got the goal, good goal, Anthony Gordon. Princess Diana, if you will.
Claire Balding.
Claire Balding, yeah, with the goal. Good finish. Now, here's where it gets tricky, Coom. We've had your reffing opinion. Let's switch into the mind of a coach. Now, I can see why he did it. I guess it was a bit of a catch-22, wasn't it? You do one or the other. You either continue playing the way you're playing and keep the pressure up the field. Best form of defence is attack. That's it, classic term there. Or you go defensive and you just sort of soak it up and try and get over the line in that way. What would you have done in that position? Would you have done what Tuchel done, or would you have?
Firstly, Thomas Tuchel just needs to be sacked. Get rid of him. Shocker. Shocking appointment. Shocking appointment in the first place, right? You're going to get a full-on run here, MC.
Yes.
England were terrible in the World Cup. The opponents we played, the first decent opponent we come across, this is like when we played. This is like the Croatia situation when we got to the semi-final last time. It was 2 World Cups ago. They're the first decent opposition we come across, and we lose. First decent opposition we come across, we lose. England can only do what's put in front of them. And I agree, the Mexico result was a good result, but Mexico dominated the game. Norway are a team that don't usually, that's huge for them. I saw the heroes reception they got when they turned back, and that's exactly right, because for a team of that scale and the history and the players they've got, the size, that's a great World Cup for Norway. For us, we should have been beating Norway easy. We come up against Argentina, and even I've had a few friends over here who don't really watch football, and anyone can see what happened in that game. And from what I saw in the second half, obviously, as we discussed, BC did not watch the first half. England came out all guns blazing, and I said to Emma, who'd got up and watched it, I was like, England looked really, really good here. And then we went on and got the goal. I think that was the best, up until that goal, that was the best little segment I'd seen England play. And then you're absolutely right. His decision was to go defensive, but not just defensive. It was park the bus defensive. You look at that equaliser. What a strike, by the way. From Fernandez and Enzo Fernandez. 2 players run towards Messi, Anderson and Spent. And if you look along that line, I've seen the stills, you've got about 6 Argentina players that are actually behind the English defensive line. So you could have gone to whoever was to the right of Fernandez. You could have gone to Fernandez, and then you had about 3 that were sort of just back of the English line. You had 11 players behind the ball. And the thing that frustrated me the most is that they were playing super compact as well. And the irony of that is I say that to my team, like in amateur football, you've got to have the ball between the posts to score, obviously. So I say to them, look, if we can't get the ball, let's keep them wide, because they've still got a lot of work to do. You don't like conceding goals through the centre, through the middle, but you can't do that to the best player in the world. And Argentina, like, what's his name, DePaul or something, he was putting in some unbelievable crosses. The warning signs were there. But England were just letting Argentina put in ball after ball after ball. And they were unbelievable. Like, they hit the post. McAllister hit the post, didn't he, just before? Pickford made that really, really good save. And as the arrogant SB would say, or it was straight at him, it was down on the floor. It was an incredible save from Pickford. I think it was incredibly naive from Tuchel. I think it was such a poor decision. It was so amateurish that people who don't even watch football can see what the problem is. It was like Sunday League football. Got 11 players behind the ball for no reason. You could see in the game, you could see in the short period I'd watched that England were more than capable of matching Argentina. They scored the goal, and I'm not the only one. I'm no genius, but I said to Emma, this is going to be hard to watch now. Because could just predict that's what England would do. There's no need for it. Absolutely. It doesn't mean you have to go hell for leather. I'm not saying we have to go and press them super high and win the ball. But, at the point Fernandez got the equaliser, he had 11 English players behind the ball. 11 players. It's a shocker. It's a shocker. And that's why I think, in the past, I was never I'm never happy. Like, I admit that. I was never happy with Southgate. I don't think he was good. But Tuchel, I think that game alone is a stackable offence. It was that bad. It was that naive. It just concerns me for why he thinks that he had to do that. When you take Messi out the equation, right? Are we not a better side? Enzo Fernandez is a budget Premier League player. I mean, I even said to him, like McAllister for Liverpool, the season before last was epic, but this season McAllister's been.
He's been off it, yeah.
Romeo's an accident waiting to happen. Martinez, his partner, he's Man U, and he's a shamble. He's one of those. He can have a worldie, can't he? Or he can make mistake after mistake. Martinez in goal. He's the same. He's not had a great season for Villa. Martinez, that the geezer that came on and got the equaliser. These are all. I know they're the world champions, right? So I'm making myself look a bit daft, but when you look on paper, you take Messi out, we're more than capable of competing with that team.
Yeah.
And Tuchel, unfortunately, has bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. Anyway.
I saw Jamie O'Hara on TalkSport.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Talk. Yeah, he's going. They go to him. Can he be? Jamie O'Hara's going. It's the worst decision one of the worst decisions I've ever seen a manager make. And then the host or whoever was leading it went, "Can you sack a manager on making one decision wrong?" He went, "Yeah, of course you can. Get him out." Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I saw he come out and say that he's 100% committed to England, and he will. He blamed the result not on his formation change, but on England's DNA of losing in big matches. I was like, that's not a very good thing to say, is it, as the England manager? But yeah, all right. We'll move on because obviously it's been talking about this for a while. Coom, in an ideal world, who's your England manager?
What's funny is that people, I'm reluctant to do that, to say names, because it's like impulse, isn't it? Like, when you're frustrated, it's actually quite funny when you hear people when they're ranting and you ask that question and the names that they spew out. Like, I've heard Eddie Howe chucked in there a few times, but I don't actually think it needs to be anyone that. I don't think anything special's been happening. I think it's a good enough team. I think Tuchel's obviously going to stay as the manager, and hopefully, what I don't like, and you just hit the nail on the head whether or not you meant to, is that he needs to take responsibility. The people that are ranting about it and are pissed off and can see that how ridiculous it was, he should just. I'd have a lot of respect for the guy if he just held his hands up and went, I've got that wrong. But like you said, he's blaming everyone else, which concerns me. I don't think we don't need some world-class, big name in there. We just need someone who's just a real footballing person. Someone who's not afraid as well. I think yesterday needed someone who was not afraid. And Tuchel he bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. So you just need someone who can actually look at the game, not get caught up in the hype and go, what's actually needed here? Because we were playing well before. I think it's hard, maybe. Ironically, the goals were probably in this time period, but it's probably hard from the 80th minute, I guess, of the game, 85th, to not be defensive, because you then have this human factor, don't you? You have this sort of like, we're nearly there, and that's something as a coach or a manager you can't control. I've got players that perform incredible in training, and this is at a grassroots level, who go across the white line for a match and just can't really play. It's like a psychological side of it. So I think you're always going to get that element of defending in a game like that. For him to tactically, from the moment the goal was scored, to more or less have 11 players behind the ball is, as O'Hara and Cundy would say, sackable offence for me. So yes, This is not emotion. I would like to see him replaced. We move on.
We do. I do at some point want a name from you, an ideal candidate for England manager. At some point in the pod. No, not on this one.
What, today?
I would like. It doesn't have to be today, but I would like you to come back to me with an ideal candidate for you as an England manager.
I'll do that as homework, MC. I'll come back to you on the next pod with a short list of 3, and then I'll tell you who I've settled on.
Yeah, maybe we can do a sort of job interview sort of thing, and you can replicate each candidate.
Yeah,
good idea.
The sports card collectors are listening, going,
yeah, not always.
Get on with cards, boys. Come on, that's what we're here for. Well,
look, let's segue into now somewhat controversial purchase from yourself, BC. It's a segue. We've just touched on a huge match and a player that was in that match, known as the GOAT has recently been placed into your hands from a Ballers from the Ballers product. The little figurines. Tell us more about this. How, why, what?
You got mixed feelings, haven't you, MC? You love what I purchased, but you question the timing.
Exactly. I feel about this.
But what I'd throw at you is timing is everything, isn't it? You know, if I'd waited until the victory, if I'd waited until they potentially win the World Cup, like in the sports card world, prices go sky high, don't they? I could argue from an England point of view, poor timing. From an investment point of view, cha-ching. Yeah, so I purchased looking at him now, smiling away up there, isn't he? The super rare Lionel Messi ballers.
Do we know how rare it is?
No, I've been watching some YouTube videos where people have been opening like one a day until they get either, because there's two, so there's the Mbappe or there's the Messi. And I've been watching like some videos where they, I think it's similar to something you've done before, where they're trying to, sort of open a pot of, what do you call it, like a pot? A day until you get, and it takes a long time. I don't know. I've Googled it. I've even been on ChatGPT. And they don't give me like an exact number, but I think they're pretty rare. But they're selling in the States for anything between $100 and $200.
Wow.
I
Okay.
picked mine up for $70. It's probably a smaller market over here, which is what, £35.
GBP.
Pete investment, I think. It's a lovely piece. But I was trying to find I don't put my pops, as you know, box them, as you can see. A new dedicated pop shelf.
Very.
I'm an out-of-the-box, definitely an out-of-the-box man. However, with the Messi, I was trying to get like a little, like acrylic, like type case. Like I've got my helmets in. You probably can't see because they're lights.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I went into Kmart. I've talked about Kmart, and I found this like display, and it had. Do you remember like Sylvanian family, alien family, like little girls, old things? Girls had them, but my sisters had them when I was younger. But they had them on the front, and it was like a display box for them. I was looking at it, and I was like, I think the ballers will fit in there. So I went and bought it, which is a bit comedy gold. It's got all these like Sylvanian families over it. They fit perfectly. For the listeners, I have posted a picture on Instagram. Have a look. What a display that is. So while I was there, MC, it would be rude not to have picked up another Ballers capsule pod. And when I got home, opened it, it was the standard Lionel Messi.
Very
unbelievable.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy with the collection, so I won't be collecting them anymore. I've got 8 in the box. I've got the one that I wanted, which is Alisson Becker, greatest goalkeeper in the world, in history for me. I've got the 2 Lionel Messis and Harry Kane. They make up the front row. Back row, Musiala. He's the one who could have played for England, isn't he?
That's one, yeah. That's a Jeff. Yeah. Nice. Good hair. Good hair, Ferran Torres.
And that bloody Arsenal defender who plays for Brazil.
Oh yeah, that was a big L, that one, wasn't it? I can't stand
Might
Gabriel.
have to replace that. Might have to replace that.
I sort of hope Spain win the World Cup just for Ferran Torres' superb hair. And throughout this World Cup, he comes on, puts the water in his hands and slicks his hair long down to, what a guy. Yeah,
Again, I think the players are going to spend more time on the pitch, aren't they? Laying down, rolling around.
It's going to be
unbelievable.
More looking forward to the loser final on Saturday night, actually.
Ooh, I'll give that one a swerve.
I'll be in a local watering hole in the Isle of Wight watching that, I think.
I can tell you with a high degree of certainty, I will not be watching that.
All the best.
Yeah.
Moving on. Coom, I've got news of the world. Got a few bits here. Got a few bits of news that I want to talk to you about. Well, 2 parts about cards and 1 part about stickers. We're going to start with the stickers. No, we're not. We're going to start with the cards. So we're going to talk about Bellingham. What a tournament the boy had. Oh, what a tournament. Did all right.
Yeah.
Last night you didn't watch the first half either, but he was leading that team like nobody's business. He was getting involved in everything. Just a proper leader in that team. Getting fouled, getting involved in, sort of standing up to all their players. They're all giving him jip and he was just stand there, like puffing his chest out. Loved it. What a player. I saw a video on Top's Instagram he's getting interviewed at the training camp, and he got asked by the interviewer that, Jude, how much do you think is the most expensive Jude Bellingham sports trading card out there? And he goes, I don't know, I don't have a clue about price. €100. Interviewer goes, nope. He goes, go and have another guess. He goes, I don't know, €350. He goes, nope. Ring it up on this phone and show him. €39,500, and it was I think it was a Dortmund rookie 1 of 1. Wasn't even like an auto or a patch. It was just a 1 of 1 rookie card. His response was like, how €1,000? And he said, find me the owner and we'll sort it out and I'll sign it for him.
I want it signed though. Sorry, the words out of your mouth, didn't I?
Has to bring it up. Has to bring the negative. I thought it was quite a cool little video of him getting involved in the training cards, knowing how much they're worth, and offering to sign it as well. Nice touch. What a guy. Big fan of Jude, as you well know.
I can almost say with a degree of certainty that the person wouldn't want that signing. If it was me, I'd probably go, just sign this one, Jude, a little base one, and sign that. Keep the 101,
I'd get it. You are talking absolute rubbish. If you've got a 101 Bellingham card and he's gone, do you know what? Send it over.
Codswollop.
You've gone, nah, you're right.
I'm not sure. Would you want him to sign your 101?
Fuck yeah. No, it's got an on-card auto. It's going to spike the value, surely.
Well, I don't know, boy. Give that some
I know
thought.
you don't know. Unbelievable.
I am just inherently miserable, I think. I don't even think I'd want Jude Bellingham's autograph.
You need to shake this thing with negativity. That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
I'm sick to death of it.
No, let's have this out, though, because you're saying I accept 100% he's a very good player. He had a bloody good World Cup. But he's just a knob.
Why?
He's just so arrogant. It's all about him. He's got main character syndrome. He's obviously got this well-reported difference of opinion with Tuchel, and I find that embarrassing as well. That shouldn't be out in the domain, should it? Because Tuchel's the coach at the end of the day. I mean, albeit he should be sacked, but technically he's the coach. But you shouldn't have this in the public domain where there's this well-known difference of opinion. Jude Bellingham's opinion doesn't matter. It's what the coach's opinion is, not what Jude Bellingham's opinion is. And the fact that that's out in the domain and it's accepted as, it's quite funny or amusing. It's an absolute joke. And you watch him on the pitch. Did you see him go and slap that player on the head after the game?
Yeah, Barco.
Is that the one who used to play for Brighton? The ginger fella?
Yeah. Well, do you know what? As a Jude fan, listen to his interview today. So if you watch I think it was the Fernandez goal, they score, everyone runs over. Barcola runs on the pitch, away from all the Argentine players, runs over to the England players, in their face, celebrates and pushes him because he's right up in his face, launches him. And then at the end of the game, he comes on and he goes up to Bellingham in Argentinian. Obviously, Bellingham's been in Madrid for 3 years, talks fluent Spanish. And he said that he pointed at Bellingham's badge and went, you English, you can leave now, you absolute clown. Something like along them lines. So that's why he went, what do you call me? Slapped him in the back of the head and started calling him a puta and going for him. So I agree. Maybe some of the public stuff shouldn't be in the public domain. I do agree. What I did like about that Bellingham interview, where basically Tuchel was talking about the England performance against Norway, coming straight out of that big, intense, pressurized game, and he got asked about it, and I think you could just see in his face, he just went, whatever. Like, we've just got through. Like, it was an absolute battle. Playing in these games aren't easy. World Cup's big, intense. I quite like the fact that you just went, if that's what he thinks, that's what he thinks. But like, he's not on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's obviously from both sides.
I agree with that.
I get his probably in the tiredness or exhaustion of that game. He's just gone, I'm not going to chime in on it, but I'm just going to say, whatever, if that's the way he feels, this is the way I feel. I feel proud of this team. We've got through into the next round, and but maybe that's it with Tuchel as well. Obviously, he's very outspoken, isn't he? Like, already we've seen, and we've discussed on the squad how outspoken he is and how he's talking about the DNA of England and stuff like that. So, yeah, interesting. But
I think to be fair to you, MT, I think I see that. I did like that from Bellingham, where he said in the interview, like, sometimes we need that because commentators and the whatever you call the interviewers after, they talk some absolute codswollop, don't they? The
I've done
questions they ask, ridiculous.
It was that.
And
It was that. There's that Tuchel interview, wasn't it? It was Gabriel Clark, all up in his face, really super negative, wasn't he? Like proper, like just gunning for him. And it was like, this is where we're going wrong. This media negativity from British or English journalists, just digging at everything negative. You go over to, I bet you go to any other nation that's gone all the way through this, Argentina, for instance. I bet none of their journalists have been ripping into some of the interviews. It's always the English media that just go hell for leather and go, well, do you know what? We won't take the positives from this. We'll just hang on the negatives. And just winds me up.
I think a lot of other countries probably go in hard after the event, don't they?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any countries that we do it from the start. It's been that we've grown up with that. You look at Rooney, we like to put players on a pedestal, get them up there, and as soon as they're up there, we smash them down. We're weird people, aren't we, really? MC, I've got one more thing to say on the game. What a disgrace FIFA are. Let's not get into FIFA, but politics. What I don't like about Argentina is what happened after the game was the banner that they took from the fans about the Falklands and stuff like that. Now, are FIFA going to do anything about that? Because they don't like their politics being brought into football, allegedly. But things like that I don't want to see. Embarrassing. Yes, just weird. There's a lot of bad blood, isn't there, between the two countries? And that was obviously brought into the game as well, which is not what you want to see. It's, there's probably what they believe to be a banter element to it as well. But it's just interesting because it's a weird link to the subs thing. And we see that again. What your Codswollop the other day with the subs coming on. But FIFA, are they going to do anything about that? Are they going to ban these players? Are they going to fine these players? Why is that acceptable for them to have that banner on the pitch at the semi-final? Bringing politics into it. But no, they won't.
Disgraceful.
And Messi was involved with that as well.
Disgrace. Speaking of Codswollop, later on in this pod, Coom, I've got 3 bits of Codswollop for you. 3. That's the sort of week I've had. But
let's get up to some cards, MC.
Well, I just want to touch on a couple more bits on news of the world. So, Coom, I saw this card, unbelievable, Lamine Yamal patch card, from the Euro 20. And I screen. What I've been doing is because of the age that I am now, get a bit more forgetful of things that I see. About Fossil, exactly. I screenshotted this picture, and it was Gigi Buffon was doing the draw for the Euros 2024, and it's him holding up Spain on the little cards that they take out the balls to pick the nations, and they stuck that into a Lamine Yamal card as a patch.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Imagine getting that.
What, the actual card?
Yeah, the actual card from exactly that.
The bit that said Spain?
Yep.
Wow.
I'll send you the pic. I haven't sent it to you yet. But unbelievable card that is. Can you imagine that? Just there's like Yamal on the cards like that. Yeah. So it's got like the Yamal here, and then the rest of it's like this big patch. It's a thing of beauty.
No, knowing that Buffon touched it as well. Double whammy.
There you go, boy. There you go. One last thing I saw in the news this week, which, but for a change, we're talking positively for Panini. Yeah, Panini have just broke a world record, the largest sports sticker exchange in 8 hours across multiple locations in the USA and Mexico. Mass trading event across the 2 countries has broken the record for the largest sticker exchange in sports history. Coom, I know Panini are your go-to. How does that make you feel after the negative press recently for Panini?
Yeah, I don't know if this is a separate event, but I saw something. Was this on like a football pitch, or did they have it on football pitches?
Yeah, they did some stadiums. Yeah, it was. That was one of the. They had it all over in different areas, but some of them were in. Yeah, I saw that picture as well. It was great.
Maybe they're going to focus more on the sticker side of it. With Topps having all these different licenses, because I think we spoke about them recently that ultimately they're losing the World Cup license as well. I mean, it's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, love that. I'm not tempted with all the things I'm into at the minute to get into stickers again, but I do love the fact that kids are, because it was the clip. I think you may have sent it to me where the young lads you sent to me where he says, "Oh, whoever created it is a genius." All the young kids are just like they didn't know it was a thing. They're into the stickers and that, and they're just absolutely loving it. And I was like, it's nostalgia for us, isn't it? You go back to when we were kids and we were collecting the Merlin Premier League stickers and stuff. Like, I think it's great, and it's low. You know, it's more expensive than when we were doing it, but it's obviously affordable, isn't it?
Oh
Whereas
yeah,
like
big time.
cards is, as we know, it can be brutal and it's just getting more and more expensive. And even when you're talking about the Jude Bellingham card, even that the one you just said there, your Mal, like, oh, man, the prices, and kids want it as well. Like, anyone would want that. I'd want that. Like, but essentially it's a little bit of card, but it's just everything that's attached to it, and the money's phenomenal. So yeah, like Panini, the stickers and stuff like that is something that you can get into from a collection point of view, and you can swap and trade. We know they've added that little bit of rarity to it now with a few numbered cards. So I think it's fantastic, yeah. Although the numbered cards, I still think it's Codswollop.
Yeah, the number of stickers is Codswollop. I'll give you that one.
Stickers.
Coom, let's get into Mail Day. Start with yourself, but I also want you to touch on something else. I know you've been in a very exciting break this week, or exciting product, should we say?
Correct.
Please tell us all.
So Mail Day for me is going to be a quick one because I've not had a Mail Day, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable, yeah.
But I've got stuff in the pipeline. And there's always something in the pipeline, boy.
Oh yeah, boy.
And one is what you said, yeah, Topps Chrome Black. Really cool product. Now, it's hard to speak in depth about it because I haven't actually received the cards yet, but I did a 3-box break with Blunt Collection. So I don't know if you know MC, but the box is made up. So you get the hobby box, you get 2 packs, and then you get an auto. It's a guaranteed auto, and it's in a 1-touch.
Okay.
At the bottom. So most breakers will do the cards and then reveal the auto at the end. And it's the same for Blunt. I think there's 6 or 7, I think there's 13 cards in total. So there's 6 cards in each pack, and there's a numbered one in each pack. So I got a second box or something, and I got Darnold Blue colour match to 99, which is, love that. The cards are phenomenal. They've got like they're obviously Topps Chrome, but they've got like a matte, like they're kind of like got these swirls in the background, and they're like a mixture of matte and gloss. I'm really, really excited to get my hands on it. But I got 99, and then they just did all the packs first and left the free autos till the end. So all the cards had gone. We had the autos, and I'm like buzzing for this. And I always found this on the breaks where I've got a decent hit. I feel like I can always sense it. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon. I mean, that's a whole different podcast, but it just makes me think there's, quantum physics and all that, I always feel like there's something in the air.
Phil Collins.
This occasion was no different. I felt like there was something in there for me. First one comes out. Was I the first one? I might have been the first one, It was numbered. It's an on-card auto. And as he revealed it, I saw the Seahawks logo. So it's a Seahawk. And I'm like, here we go. I'm in business there. I'm in business. Hoping for JSN. I won't lie. I'm going to put you out of misery. It was not a JSN. It was a rookie. That was the next bit of the reveal. So I'm like, okay. So it's not JSN. So this could be Milrow. Could be my other chase, Arroyo. As he moves the spacer away, it is none other than an Elijah Arroyo on card also.
Hello.
Unbelievable. I was actually buzzing. So they are in the pipeline, as we say. And I was in another break with Card Crazy, and they pull me some. I'll give you vis-a-vis some nice recent, as featured on Mail Day, some lovely cards.
Sorry, that's done me that you got the vis-a-vis in.
Yeah, vis-a-vis. That's the yellow, also from Card Crazy. And so when he posts, when he posted the rest, that.
No, it really has. That was really good. Thank you. Needed that.
Yeah. When he posted it, he said something about doing it for Coom or whatever, and trying to add more of these to the collection. Right, there's 3 boxes: a hobby box, an international mega, and a Topps Chrome just value box. Right, not a single Seahawks card, not even a base, not so much as the base.
Tough break.
Unbelievable. Got me thinking. I think these breakers should do, like, if you don't get a card, like a single card, you should get your money back. That's what I'm going to propose to. Can I segue here, MC? Just
Please.
temporarily, and then we'll segue back to your Mail Day. But
Yeah.
we've got lined up for next week's podcast. We've got none other than New Zealand breaker Matt Brown coming on. Card Crazy,
Amazing.
huge guest. Chuffed to get Matt on. So I'm going to pop that to Matt on the podcast next week. No team. What we call it? A no team card guarantee, money back guarantee. Love that.
It's a good idea.
Love that. Imagine watching a break going. You've got Seahawks. And you're going. Oh, I don't want to Seahawks. No. Ooh, last card. It's the Jackson Smith and Jigba base card.
Oh, he's already got it as well.
You get to a certain point, and you reckon 2/3 of the way through, and you'd be like, right, now I don't want the card. Pulls a colour block. Yeah.
No. That's exciting. Yeah. Looking forward to next week's pod. Some Card Crazy on. That'll be a great guest, great episode. Looking forward to it.
Be good, boy.
Coom Mail Day for me. I also don't have any cards that I've bought. I do have pipeline cards, including, you heard it here first, another field level Steven Gerrard. Another one. And another one. You heard it right. Numbered to 48.
Ooh.
Now, let me tell you. I won't tell you what it is colour-wise, but my, oh my, heaven is a place on earth, Chief. You know it. It's
a good one, is it?
Oh, it's superb. Superb. I got it off eBay and I was the only bidder on it. And I won that auction. So looking forward to getting that. Hopefully should be with me by early next week.
How much did you back, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind you asking. It cost me £21.70. It's the only one I've seen. I've not seen this one anywhere else. And I thought, I thought it's quite reasonable for what it is. The low numbered. Haven't seen it before. I thought I've got to go for it. I think I put max bid 25, but no one else jumped in. So winner, chicken for dinner. I've got some terrible news. I received something in the post this week.
Summons.
It's in my hands here. It is none other than a gold Panini sticker album of the World Cup sticker album. I'll tell you why it's bad news. I'm gonna, for the listeners at home, trying to zoom in on this, Coom. Can you tell me what you can see that's wrong with that?
I can. Official sticker or collection.
The only way to describe this, Coom, is I've been absolutely had. I've been scammed. It's a fraud. It's a fake. It's a fugazi. Essentially, listeners, it says official sticker or collection. So the C and the O are the wrong way round. Now, to give you a bit of a backstory on that, I've discussed it on the pod. I really wanted to get a sticker album for this one.
Yeah,
just feels better, looks better. So I've still got all these stickers hanging around in these little packets. Got 3 of these with stickers all ready to go. And I was on eBay, and they're basically the original RRP for that on the Panini website is $14.99, right? They're polluted on eBay, and they're all around. You're looking 25 to 40, double in price. So I thought I'd just bid on a few, see how I get on. And it's no fault of my own, but on this one, all the pictures were like scanned. They look scanned like they're 2D. I didn't look at it. I was obviously bidding on so many different ones. Obviously, what I should have done was made sure that the picture is in real life, if that makes sense. So it's like on a bed or on a carpet or whatever. So it's like in hand.
Yeah.
I obviously got it from some little scam page or whatever that was selling fake ones. Immediately, as soon as I got it, I was buzzing, ripped it open, looked at it. Really nice. Went to send my work colleague, because he's collecting the stickers as well. He wasn't at work. Sent him a picture, and I looked at the picture, I went, you're joking. You're joking. I've been done. Oh, no. So basically, I've gone back on eBay and I've gone absolutely berserk. God, this is a joke, not sold as advertised. This says a collection when it should have a proper full, caps lock. A collection, not collection.
Yeah.
I demand a full refund. Got a message back going, we apologise. It's a very sought after product at the moment. We're sorry you're not happy with the product. Would you take an £8 refund? No. No, absolutely won't. As previously mentioned, I was still looking for a full refund. Sent another message. Sorry again. I hope you're it's not affecting you too much. Will you take a £15 refund? I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not having any of it. They then came back with a third refund offer of £22, which at this point I was, as you
What
can
did you
probably
pay
tell,
for?
it was around 30. I think it was 31, maybe £30 something. I said, no, look, I'm just going to reiterate what I said. Just change the words around. I still want a refund. Got my refund, and they haven't asked for it back. So my position now is: do I stick the stickers in the fake album, or do I make sure I buy a correct new one? Boom, I need your help on this.
So my question is: are all the pages legit in them? What's happened? Have they made all the pages as well, or are they?
Yeah, I did have a quick flick through, but I looked. So basically, when it happened, I looked it up and I said, it said basically on some fake sticker albums, you might be missing nation pages.
Really?
Can you imagine if I'm sticking them all in and I just can't find England?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty legit. What I'll do is I'll have to side by side it with one of the free ones I've got.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it looks pretty much the same. But I'll have to go through with a fine tooth comb and make sure all the nations are in there. Imagine if I just had like Ireland in there or something like that.
Ireland. I don't know. I don't know your views on this because as we've discussed, we like the stories behind cards and things like that. I kind of like the story of it.
Yeah, me
So there's
too.
that
Actually.
element where I'd go like, if it's like all the numbers are right and the wording's right and stuff like that, but it's one of those things that you can check the pages, and if you went with that album in years to come, you might find like weird spelling mistakes if you start reading bits of it.
Yeah.
But then there's the other element that goes, well, it is nice to have the legit thing, isn't it? Don't know, MC. That's a humdinger.
It is a humdinger.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the story element. I really do.
It looks like proper legit, mate. Like that's the only thing that's different from what I can see from the outside looking in. And I guess it's technically free now.
Maybe go with it then. When you compare it side by side.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll double check it with a real one. And I'll see if there's any differences. But it looks pretty legit. It's just a collection.
MC, this takes me back to a time. I'm going to tell a story quite quickly. When I was doing it for the JBO, the Golf Society thing, we was away in like Bournemouth or something. And do you remember Pete, Chris Mosey's dad? He'd arranged sweepstake for the Grand National because it was that weekend. So he's cut all the bits out and everything like that. And we've all picked out our horses and whatnot. It's come round to the time. So we'd finished our golf for the day, watched the Grand National before we were going to go out. And, it starts to go, right? Everyone's got their horses lined up and horses are going like that. And then people are looking there going, they've done a few laps or whatever, and they're like, "Wait, how's my horse doing?" No one can find their horse or whatever. And then there's one who's meant to be the winner who's in it from the last time, and he's like, "Oh, I'm still in it. That horse is still in it." Then it became apparent, right, that hold on a minute, none of these bloody horses are in this race. He's only gone and printed out the year before sweepstake.
Easy money, light one.
Yeah, love that. That's how he got his name. So he was then from then on he was called Sweepstake Pete.
It's funny how these names come about, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's another classic story, isn't it? Like one I never forget. Like it's just classic. A sweepstake and none of the horses are bloody in it.
Yeah, love it. That's fantastic. I bet. Yeah, it might have got. It may be like if you'd had a few more beers, you might have got away with it as well. Just been like, it's
the realization though. It took a while for everyone. In the national it's chaos anyway, and sometimes you can't even find it. You're like, oh, I don't know if it's fallen or whatever. That caused a confusion. Everyone's like, Granny, how are you doing? Oh, I'm not sure. I've not seen mine. Everyone's like, oh, I've not seen mine either. And eventually it's like, what? These horses aren't even in the race. Love it.
Unbelievable.
He's laughing all the way to the bank, wasn't
he? Yeah, I bet. Easy money. Right, Coom. Favourite part of the pod, I think, at the moment. Codswollop. Need to try and get that soundbite from
Jim.
What's his name? Jim White.
Jim White, that's it, yeah. Absolute Codswollop.
From Talk Sports this week has come out and said absolute Codswollop. We'll try and edit that in. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? But yeah, Codswollop of the week. Coom, I've got 3 bits for you. Do you want me to go?
Go. Hit me with your Codswollop.
Hit me with your rhythm sticks, Codswollop. These are all World Cup related as well.
And before you tell me your Codswollop, I've got one piece of Codswollop MC, and it involves you. So have that in your mind.
Hang about. You can't tell me that just before I'm about to smash out 3
Oh,
bits of.
I can, boy.
No, what have I done?
Hit me with your World Cup Codswollop.
Oh, you've put me right off it. No, you go first.
You insisting that I go first?
Yeah.
My Codswollop of the week, right, is, and you didn't do it today, ironically. At the start of the last 3 or 4 podcasts, you said welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
You're welcome. Well, that's the word.
No, it just sounds wrong, boy. Doesn't
It's
sound
from,
right.
do you know, a lot of my mannerisms come from Alan Partridge. So Alan Partridge used to be a radio host
What he said.
in a comedy series, and he used to say, welcome, take it
I
as you wish.
didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice it till the last podcast, and then I listened to a couple of the others, and I was driving along, and I was like, "What did he just say?" I was like, "Back 10 seconds, welcome." I was like,
It's just a different.
I know
just a
it's the
spin.
word. I know it's the
Is
word,
that
but
is that Codswollop?
Welcome.
I think that's
You're not
unfair.
happy, are you?
I think that's unfair, unjust.
I'm just take
I'll
that
tell
to
you
the
what
Coom of the courtroom. Welcome.
Order.
This doesn't sound right.
Well, Coom, look, I'm gonna segue away from your Codswollop. It's straight into mine. 3
Not
back
happy
to
with that.
back.
It's gone down our left balloon, isn't it?
Yeah, you still arranged. I'm going to start with. Yeah, let's start with mixed fans in the crowd. Utter Codswollop. Mixed fans in a football match environment. I probably feel even in a sporting environment, really, if you're supporting a team, I think there should be sections specific for each team. Now, this World Cup the stadium's been polluted with anyone and everyone in each stand. There's no sort of set section for each fan. I think that is a joke. I actually saw like a really bad video today that's been going around on social media of an Egypt fan. There's a bunch of Egypt fans at the front of the stand. And when Argentina scored the 3rd goal, when it went 3-2 up, they are absolutely pelted with beers and cans and all this stuff. And there was video in it all, and there was like families there and stuff. And you think, I'll tell you one way of not allowing that to happen: put in the keeping sections for each nation. They're segregated. Yeah, I think that's a joke. I don't like that whatsoever. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think just doesn't make for a. Can you imagine going to like a Liverpool match and just being sat in with like loads of Man United fans?
Doesn't work, does it?
No, it's terrible. I think it's a joke. It's been on my peripheral for a while now, and I just thought I had to bring that to the table. That is absolutely up there for Codswollop for me for the whole World Cup. Second part of my Codswollop is the shaking hands at the beginning of the game. Don't mind shaking hands at the beginning of the game. Love it. Officials in the middle, team goes across. Yes, team. I'm all about that. But this World Cup, I've only just sort of noticed it recently. The whole squad does it. Like, it's not just the starting 11, it's the whole squad. What are you doing? That is also probably what's affected them coming on and celebrating as well. It's like, oh, come all get involved, all shake hands at the beginning of the game. You can all celebrate together as well if you want. No. Starting 11 should be on that pitch. Sub should be on the side. Manager, starting 11, all shake hands. Not a problem, move on. But the whole squad, it's mental. Was it like 25-man squad or something like that? 23, 25?
Yeah, I agree with you. On that, where are you at that, even at grassroots? Because I don't know if it's the thing that's done in England, but over here we do it where we actually walk out. So we start the line up at the side of the pitch, and then we walk to the middle, and then we do the full handshake every game. Doesn't matter what level, it's always the way.
Is that full?
Well, no, it's usually just a starting lineup. Sometimes the subs jump on the end. Yeah, it's usually just a starting lineup. I'm not a fan of pre-game handshakes, to be honest. I don't think it does anything good for the game. Yeah, do your handshakes at the end where you'll walk past a good game. I don't see why we need to have handshakes at the start of the game. It's a load of nonsense, personally. That's Codswollop in itself. Why do we need to do that? You know what it's like. You cross the white line, there's no friends. Even if you've got a load of mates on the other team, you cross the white line, you're not friends. Why do we cross the white line and then shake hands? No, you cross the white line, it's war.
Valid point.
Absolutely, after, shake hands, good game, mate, well played, no problem. Job's done, isn't it? But shaking hands before it cracks me up because, you know, even as a ref, I'm standing there. It's like, yeah, I have to mix it up halfway through. So I'll be like, good luck, good luck, good luck, good game. Have a good game, mate. Have a good game. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Good luck, good luck, good luck. It doesn't mean anything. There's no meaning to it. It's just like it's just a default thing, isn't it? And then it doesn't affect anyone's behaviour.
True.
So I think the whole thing's codswallop. I really do, even at the professional level. Bring back the days where they run out the tunnel and they run to their halves and we get on with the game. Ref has a quick chat with the captains. Here we go.
Hear ye, hear ye. Say it louder for those back, Coom. Love to hear it.
Oh, I will. Get rid of it. Get rid of the pre-match handshake. Let's start a campaign. Coom and Currie sports cards. Let's lead it. Let's lead the campaign. Let's lead the charge. Let's get rid of the pre-match handshake. Codswallop, as you said last week. Wallop of the cod variety. Codswallop.
You like that one, didn't you?
Say it, Jim. Say it, Jim. Codswallop.
Absolute codswallop.
Yeah.
Part three of my
Part
codswallop.
three.
Part three. And this has come from last night. 3 of 3, yeah. Bookend. This is
cold.
So I saw a few of these last night, and I just thought, what are you doing? Like, what were you thinking before you left the house that you decided to wear your club shirt to a national match?
Yeah.
You know, I saw an Aston Villa shirt, I saw a United shirt, and I saw a Leicester shirt. What are you doing? Like, no, get out. You're in the wrong. This is the wrong time of year, boy. Get out. I was really sort of wound me up, actually. Kept seeing this Villa shirt walking around the pub thinking, do you know what, mate? You should be thrown out for that.
No, 100%.
So, yeah, sorry about that. I've had 3 bits of codswallop this week, all of a, World Cup variety, but got to get it off my chest. And this is the right time to do it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Well, hey.
Yeah, well, hey. I've seen some clips of him now. You've ruined my algorithm. Sent me a video. All I'm seeing is that geezer. I've got a question for you, actually.
Yeah, go on.
You said to me when you were talking about that geezer, right? You said to me he's quite humble. That's a word that's thrown around a lot. Well, he seems quite funny. I want to know what you mean by that. What do you mean by he's humble? I must admit, like, I don't want to. I think he's a bit annoying.
No, I quite like him. I think he's quite normal. I think he speaks to all ages. Like, he'll take time for anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
And he's not got like a bee in his bonnet about anything.
Yeah.
You know, he's even been like, there's a lot of times, like clickbait and people starting on people in all these sort of videos. He's been started on a few times by like all of these other people, and he's just taking it in his stride and not like kicked off and just talked his way out of it, sort of thing. In that sense, I would say he's humble. But yeah, he's just a streamer. He's just a bit of a normal guy. I don't think he's like, some of these, what do they call it? Louis Theroux did a documentary on them, like the toxic masculinity.
Manosphere or whatever, yeah.
The manosphere, yeah. They're not all them, they're all like fannies.
Like Coom and Currie. We're from the manosphere. Nah, just a joke. No, just a joke. No, we're not.
Not off the back of our Netflix documentary.
No. That's embarrassing, that, wasn't it? What an absolute clown that guy is. I know what his name was. The guy on the doco. Yeah. I've got no tolerance for any of that, though. Like, I was watching... This is codswallop, to be honest. I could talk to you about this for a whole show, right? I see a video after the England-Argentina game of that absolute... I want to say it. I want to tick the box.
Weapon?
You can fill in the blank, right? What annoys me, I can't even say his name. It winds me up. But the guy who's called I Show Speed, and everyone refers to him as Speed. Oh, Speed's here. Oh, I see a video, right, where he's in the crowd, and there's obviously someone else he knows who must be another streamer. He's like Chinese or something, and he's like screaming, going meh, meh, like this, and Speed's like going, looking around like, what's he doing? And that's like what kids are watching. These people are idiots. It's just unbelievable. No wonder we're done as a society. We're absolutely done. All these clowns, honestly.
Yeah, Kim, I've got a podcast to recommend you just before this is. Just want to mention this. It's called The World Cup of. I think you should definitely listen to it. It's 2 guys, both sort of comedians in a way. One is called Ginger Cabby. He's exactly that, Ginger London Cabby. And the other guy's called All Right Fan, and he does like voiceovers. He's hilarious. But the 2 of them together do this podcast called The World Cup of, and they're doing like the World of what have they done the World Cup of like geezer birds, and it'll be like they'll do a group stage of like 4 geezer birds like celebrities or whatever. It's hilarious. You got to listen to it, but they rip all of these like HS TikTok, you know, like he was talking about iShow Speed, and he went, "Did you see him the other night?" Apparently, he was at what was the game? I know he's missed 2 penalties, but one of the first games when he missed the penalty, apparently in the background behind the goal with all like the media and all the cameras was iShow Speed jumping about in a bright red shirt. And he's just like, why is he even down near the goal? Why is he even around that? Yeah. Get him away from it. Unfortunately, that's what these influencers or these people that are in the public eye sort of get a free pass everywhere, don't they?
You know what irritates me, right, is the older people who refer to him as Speed. I want a Speed too. I'm like, come on. Like, what is happening? That's absolute codswallop. Like, and that video I was watching the other day, I just honestly, I was born in the wrong era, MC.
Same boy. Game's gone.
Can't stand how everyone is, honestly. Everyone's lost the plot. Everyone wants their own. Imagine if we all identified what we wanted. The world would be chaos, honestly. You need rules. You need boundaries. We can't all do what we want all the time. I don't know where I'm going with that. With random. Nearly going to let it all. This is not the platform. This is not the time or the place.
No, most certainly right. On that bombshell, Coom.
Yeah.
AOB from you, Chief. Anything? Any other business?
I've got some AOB, yeah. So obviously, I wanted to just reiterate Matt Brown, Card Crazy, big guest coming up next week. We've been on 3 shows now where it's just been the tag team champions. They've been absolute belting shows. I've even enjoyed listening to them back. So I am wrong, because we're not like Oasis. I can watch us, I can listen to us, and I can enjoy the content. If you are listening to what I'm saying now, you could say, "Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?" Listening to himself. You've got to listen to the production, haven't you? You've got to make sure there's a production reason. But I love the show, MC. I put the show on usually when I'm travelling up to referee, and I absolutely love it. I love the content. I love the chat. So the last 3 shows have been brilliant. Can't wait to have a guest on next week, and we've got Matt Brown. Stay tuned. Some big news coming out of that podcast.
Yeah, huge news. There's something coming that's very exciting, which we won't allude to as of yet, but stay tuned for more information on that. Coom, funny thing you said about listening back. I always listen back to the podcast. And you're absolutely right from a production perspective and also from a content perspective. How do we sound? What are we talking about? Is it engaging? I actually listen to I usually listen to it on a Monday morning on my way to work, and then maybe the second half on my way back, or the following day, whatever. And I got back from work the other day, and I was like, I'm just going to go in the garden and mow the lawn. I thought, whack my AirPods on. Usually put some music on. I thought, no, I'll listen to the rest of the pod. I was just finishing up mowing the lawn, and the back door was open, and I was walking in to go back in, and the wife was in the kitchen, and I walked in and I was properly laughing, like giggling, and I took my AirPods out, I looked up, and she looked at me and went, "What are you laughing at?" And I went, "Just listen to our pod, Coom and Currie." I was just cracking me up. Just making me laugh. I thought, yeah, brilliant. So we love it.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny.
It makes me giggle.
But I think the last 3 shows have been really, really good. I've enjoyed them. I want to ask the listeners, though, I always say it, like people do talk to me and they say things that they like, and I've had a few people given like really, they've said, "Oh, maybe try this or do that." I was looking for what people's opinions are, because obviously want people to listen, and I'm conscious sometimes, like, yeah, look, we are a sports card show, and the last few episodes, last week, today, we spoke a lot about the World Cup, and it's we call it festivities, but the World Cup's pretty much done. Our interests are over now. Whilst we do like to talk about a bit of sport and stuff like that, sometimes I'm conscious that we speak too much. I'm always interested in what people want to listen to. And I try and, like from my end, and then when we consult about the agenda and stuff like that, I try and think, well, what are people like in New Zealand going to want to listen to and things like that. So that's quite important to us. So anything that you want to hear, let us know. Let us know. Let the tag team champs know, and we'll get it in. But we're trying to get guests on. Like I said, we've got loads of people lined up. We've still got the guy from PCG coming on. It's just finding a time. We've got Matt lined up. We've got like Dash Hobbies, Scott Waldrum. He's away for a couple of weeks, but unfortunately we had to postpone. But he's itching to come on. He messaged me yesterday saying he'd just caught up with the last 3 shows on his trip up to Auckland. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we've got Dash, we've got Scott Waldron, we've got the chap from PCG, whose name eludes me right now. Matt Brown next week. We've got Najesh from Blunt Collections lined up. It's just trying to, because we're unique in the sense that you're in the UK, I'm in New Zealand. It's lining those times up, isn't it? So we can't, unfortunately, if we're in the same country or we were both over here, there's a lot more slots. So the guests are there. The guests will come. Not
Book
right.
them and they will come.
Not right.
Welcome.
But yeah, so we've got some shows now where we're going to get guests on. And obviously we've got KCC who sponsor us. I want to get Joe from KCC on, which is Nick's brother. There's no real KCC update this week. Nick's away, well-earned holiday. So there'll be more to come from KCC next week. But yeah, look, guests galore. And obviously we need to get How's Your Luck, Dom Lot on again from the Funky Pineapple.
Yeah. There's a name change coming that'll be revealed of the pub/studio. Yeah, there's a few guys that I would probably like to get on as well at some point from the UK, but I haven't really touched base or invited them on yet. But they'll come. Plenty of time, no rush.
We had a good response, MC, to last week. We discussed about the kind of the gambling element of the hobby, and there's some good conversations on various platforms. It'd be nice to try and amalgamate that. I've got a few people that I'm going to speak to about perhaps coming on to the podcast, because that was quite a popular segment. Like I said, some great responses and some great comments and feedback on that. But it's definitely a subject that I think that we need to delve deeper into, if you will. Yeah, a deep dive.
The melting pot.
The melting pot, yeah. So that is my AOB. Anything from your good self?
No, just knob from me, actually. Just knob. No other business.
Oh, knob, yeah. I've got an apology to make to the listeners. Last week, it was funny because there's the last week's podcast that ended abruptly, didn't it?
Yes.
Coom was hovering. I was hovering my finger over the stop button when we were talking. And as we said, I accidentally pressed stop. But then I listened to it back and it kind of works. It's an abrupt ending, but yeah, it does sort of work.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will not happen this week. Hope the listeners like the new theme tune as well. Chuff with that.
Yeah, really. Let us know how you like the new theme song. New theme tune. It's so jump on the socials, jump on the playlist, let us know, get in touch. Yeah. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Yeah.
Give us a try.
Yeah, good.
You're all welcome.
You are all welcome. And on that bombshell,
Romeo
Richard Dunn, newbie. All the best. Love to the family. Abash.